Hello everybody, it's Bonita. I hope you're getting ready to start on the new album. I'm so excited about it. And here we're going to get to our basics first. Okay, so we will need to make your cover, your binding strips, and your waterfall. Those are all through my Bonita's Basics, and I'm going to show you each one of them and give you the measurements. And again, don't panic, they'll be on the screen for you as well. And then you can make these, and then after this part of the video, we'll go into our cutting guide. So let's talk about what we need to create. So first of all, as always, we are going to have a very cool waterfall. I'm very, very, very excited about the waterfall. Again, Bonita's Basics. If you go to my YouTube video, go to the Waterfall Basics if you're not sure how to do it. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to need a base for your waterfall, and it's going to be 6 1/4 by 8 1/2. Then you're going to need 7 flaps. And these flaps are 6 1/4 by 5 1/4. You'll score them at a 1/2 inch with the 5 1/4 at the top there. Okay, again, 6 1/4 by 8 1/2 inch base, 7 flaps at 6 1/4 and 5 by 5 1/4. Watch the video and it'll tell you how to put it together. We're also going to have a tab that comes up here to close this one out. I don't have that measurement for you, but I will have it on that section. And then you'll just want to go ahead and build that. You will note we are not putting a pocket on the last one this time, so we're just going to be doing the flaps. Okay. Then you're going to need to create some U-shapes for a binding system. Now these are going to be a little bit wider than normal, and that is right. These have a 1 inch gusset. We are typically used to making them with a 1/2 inch. These are 1 inch, so don't let that fool you. So you're going to cut 3 pieces of paper that are 5 by 8. Again, that's 5 by 8. And if you watch my YouTube video, it's going to tell you you're going to lay your full piece of paper down and you're going to score 4 times, 1/2 inch increments on this side. Then you turn your paper around and you do 4 scores, 1/2 inch apart on this side. What that does is it leaves you in the middle perfectly your 1 inch gusset. And that's super important of how this album is going to be put together. Okay, so that is a 5 by 8 piece of paper. You'll need to create, actually, I think you only need to create 2. Sorry about that. You only need to create 2. So I have an extra one in case anybody wants it. Raise your hand. Okay, so I apologize. You only need 2. This album has 8 pages, but don't let that think that there's not going to be a lot of stuff going on in this album, because there sure is. I was trying to put 12 in there and it just did not work out. So we only need 2. Now, I'm excited. I have never done a gatefold album, and so I'm pretty excited about this one. So here's what our album cover looks like. Isn't that cool? Again, the measurements are on the screen for you, so don't panic. Go to my YouTube video and you're going to put this together exactly like you do any other cover. It doesn't matter that you have many more pieces to it. It just does the exact same thing. I will also give you the measurements for the 12 by 12 cardstock I use to wrap your album. So here's what your album is going to look like when you open it up. Isn't that cool? We're going to have that cool latch closure that will go on the front of here. So you're going to have, instead of having 3 panels, you actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels. So you have your centerpiece right here. You'll have 2 gussets, and then you have your front, which is split into 2. Okay, this is an 8 1/2 by 8 1/2 back piece. These side panels are 2 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then your front pieces are 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And when you lay those all down, just like you do in your normal when you're normally putting it together, you're going to lay them down one at a time with a little gap in between them, just like my YouTube video. You're going to cover it just exactly the same. It's just longer. See? It's just longer. And so then that just folds like that. So your gussets are going to go on these spines. Do not add your gussets yet, because there's going to be a special way that I have you do them. Because when your pages close, they're going to interact with each other, and so these cannot be exactly in the same place. So we'll talk about that when we get ready to put the album together. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Now what I want to talk to you about is the pages. There are 8 pages in this album, and the right side and the left side, the pages are exactly the same, going in opposite directions. So just to let you know, when you're doing your cutouts, you'll see page 1, right side, page 1, left side. So you want to make sure that you keep those separate. The cool thing is that we are going to build page 1 on the right side along this, at the same time as we're doing page 1 at the left side, because they are the same, and so that will be really a great quick way to make your pages. So again, they're pretty cool. So again, watch your cutting layouts, which will be next in this video part. You'll see all those layouts. There's also a couple pages. There is 2 pages of the photo mats, and you'll cut one in one way and then the other page the other way, and I have that listed. There's also a page of goodies, I call them, that you'll need to cut out each one of those and probably mat those on black paper, but you can watch when I get ready to do that part of the album. Okay, so go ahead and get those 3 things completed, and we'll get ready to then show you your cutting guide, and then you can start putting the pages together. Okay, good luck.